Tonight on TBN, the boys junior varsity 1 soccer team competed in the Fairchester Athletic Association, or FAA, soccer tournament, the club that's taking the basketball court by storm. Junior Charlie Cooper created the immensely popular Masters Rec Basketball League, which includes championships and a shared love for basketball amongst members. Rashid Gandhi, an alumni at Masters, premieres his short horror film, Mortis, at the Yonkers Film Festival. All this and more next. Good evening, and welcome to the Tower Broadcast Newsroom. I'm your host, Carol Quiroz, and we're recapping and following the latest news. On Saturday, November 6th, the Masters Boys Junior Varsity 1 soccer team began their annual participation in the Fairchester Athletic Association, or FAA, soccer tournament. The tournament is composed of a large group of independent schools in Connecticut and New York that gathered together for a positive educational athletic experience. FAA's mission is to organize, regulate, and promote athletic competition that is rooted in the spirit of fair play, where lessons learned in the athletic arena are equally as valuable as the lessons learned in the classroom. The JV1 team made it all the way to the finals of the tournament, playing against various schools along the way. TBN's Noah Castle-Young has the story.
To finish the season for the JV1 boys soccer team, the Fairchester Athletic Association, which Masters competes in athletically on Saturday, November 6th, is currently holding a one-day tournament. For boys soccer, the FAA is made up of 8 teams, but for tournament purposes, the teams have been split into 2 brackets of 4. The winner of each division plays each other in the final. Each team will play the other 3 teams in their division once, 3 points for a win, 1 point for a tie, and nothing for a loss. The team with the highest amount of accumulated points wins and goes to the final.
All right, I'm with here Captain Zahali of JV1 team. What work have you guys done this year to make you prepared for a tournament like this?
I would say I'm practicing, a lot. We've been working hard every day, practicing on Clark, turf, whatever, just putting in 100% every day, and now we're ready for the tournament.
The first game was an automatic win as the opposing team had forfeited by not showing up. This means that the other 3 teams in the division get automatic wins too.
Bright and early on a Saturday, how are you feeling?
Really good. We're going to win.
We're going to win. So you got the forfeited win because St. Luke's, or because King did not show up. How does that change your outlook looking forward in the
Wouldn't have
tournament?
mattered. Still would have won.
Still would have won? I like that energy.
In a tight game against St. Luke's, Masters pulled through with a 1-0 win. The goal by sophomore William Montgomery ended up being the determining factor in the game, which led to a matchup versus RCDS for a trip to the championship game.
All right, so I'm with Will Montgomery, the goal scorer. How did it feel?
Great goal, great performance by the team, and really important to get the win.
So you guys are playing RCDS now. You guys are currently 2-0. How does it feel going? How are you feeling going into the final game?
This is going to be the toughest game. We already lost to them twice in the regular season, so can't let that happen 3 times in a row. So we got to come out on top on this one.
In this close contest against RCDS, ending in a score of 0-0 in regular time, the game went to penalties to decide who goes to the final. Masters advanced to the final matchup with Hopkins. The Connecticut-based team ended up outmatching Masters, but the Panthers did not fall without a fight. The goal by William Montgomery ended up just being a consolation in the 3-1 defeat.
What has this tournament meant for you?
It was a really good way to end our season. We really tried, really gave it our all. It was really fun. We hope to be back next year.
Noah Castle-Young, TBN, the Master School.
The 45-minute lunch break is a great time for students to catch up with friends, eat, or even finish some schoolwork. But for some students, it's also a great time to get onto the basketball court with friends. This year, 2 juniors joined together to create the Masters Rec Basketball League, a beloved club which hosts basketball championships, practices, and more. Take a look.
While most kids spend their lunch eating or talking to their friends about school, these kids choose to battle it out on the basketball court in the new club at the Masters Rec Basketball League. This is the Masters Rec Basketball League, started by junior Charlie Cooper.
Played in the Harrison Rec Basketball League for my whole childhood, my whole life. I'm from Harrison. It's the town league, so everyone lives near each other, so it's easier to handle for a whole town to do it. I kind of felt like that was a really nice thing in the community. So at Masters, everyone lives all over. It's kind of hard to get that sense of community, and I just wanted to merge basketball with community and have a league that was just fun for everybody. It was fun. Semi-serious, there's going to be a champion, there's going to be playoffs, it'll be competitive, just all around, just fun basketball, even not during the off-season, so.
The club runs with the assistance of Joe D., the club advisor.
I did, it was great. It was pretty exciting. We had a big turnout, a lot of spectators every day. everybody wearing a mask and complying to all the rules, which made it nice. So we could all sit back and enjoy the game and not worry about those things.
The club has run into some difficulties. The once packed courts are now empty as the league enters their third hiatus. This one is due to the intersection with the winter season. The issue lies in the health of Masters athletes. To ensure that injuries won't happen, Mr. Condon has shut down the league.
I guess our frustration is we won all these games. We, went during lunch, and we like our food, and we went during lunch. And I think the amount of games that we won, and we want the bragging rights. So I think we're frustrated by the fact that we won all these games and we played all this much to have a championship.
And also we were so close to finishing because we gave up our lunch, and it's important to us. And we had just one more game. We were gonna go all out. We haven't really done that before, and we're really looking forward to some nice competition.
The future of the NBA this year is unsure, but next year Cooper and Barchet have made plans for the next season.
I think specifically
All-Star weekend.
All-Star game. We were thinking about maybe doing a draft, not positive, but different teams, kind of like trying to mix up the league a little bit.
This has been Lucas Seguinot and Lily Zuckerman, TBN, at the Masters School.
With winter break just around the corner, students, teachers, and faculty are getting ready for the 2-week-long break to celebrate the holidays. For the Spanish Cultures and Seminar class, the celebration started early. Students in the seminar have been studying parrandas, traditional carnival street parties that take place in many Southern American countries, to prepare for the annual Masters Parranda. Students went door to door singing Spanish Christmas carols to spread the holiday cheer. Take a look.
The Spanish seminar class has been participating in a tradition of studying and performing parrandas, traditional carnival-like street parties, every year as a part of their studies in Latin American culture. After 2 years where the class could not perform their parrandas due to COVID, the annual tradition is back up on its feet. Upper school Spanish teacher Roberto Mercedes has coordinated this event for the past 5 years and originally brought it to the Masters community. He helps the students learn about the Spanish heritage and culture through the parrandas while creating a love for Spanish in the students.
Parrandas is a project in the Spanish seminar classes, and we have been having parranda for 5 years, I think, at this point. The idea come up because the seminar class want that the student experience like a real situation, real life experiences in this class, and yes, this is a perfect way to experience a Spanish tradition. It's also a way that they be more confident or create confidence in their Spanish, because they need to sing in front of a lot of people, in front of the different courses and in Spanish, and also improve the pronunciation and many things.
Every year, students look forward to this event, which brings joy and happiness around the community as the seminars class goes from class into classroom singing the Spanish holiday songs. Students in the Spanish seminar class reflect on this process of learning the songs and participating in this tradition.
Every day we practice each song, and for about, 20 minutes, and we just sing and go over some parts. Some people might have solos. It's a very fun process, but yeah, sometimes we bring the drums, sometimes we bring instruments in. I remember when I was a freshman and I was in math class, they would come in and they would sing for us, and I just always thought it was so fun, and I was like, wait, I want to be a part of that. So it's just a really nice experience, because especially something that you've always wanted to be a part of and now you're finally a part of it, it's just really nice.
I'm looking forward to spreading the Spanish culture. As always, I'm looking forward to singing some good songs. Love Feliz Navidad, one of my favorite songs ever. Mi Burrito Sabanero, amazing song. Just looking forward to spreading the word.
It was a really fun process. So basically, for part of class, we get to just sing all the different songs and just kind of become familiar with the lyrics and stuff. And we want to make sure we have enough, energy and kind of spirit into singing them so we can like be loud and really energetic for the school community.
Besides the students putting in many class periods to work on learning the songs, many students attribute Mercedes' energy and the willingness he puts into teaching the Parandas songs to the overall success of the project.
He's amazing. He's the instrument guy. I don't know what the tool is called. He has this really cool tool he plays, or instrument he plays. He's great at teaching the songs. He's got a great voice. Sings for us in class, helps us learn it. He encourages us, that's the biggest thing. Takes a lot of energy to perform, so he's always there encouraging us.
Senor Mercedes has been really great in this whole process, and his energy has really kept us going with it. I think it's a little bit nerve-wracking to sing in, first of all, a language that you don't know, a song that you don't know, and then in a class full of a lot of people, and then in front of the school. But he's just been super energetic about it, and that has really inspired us all to get into the process more, and bringing in instruments has just made it fun overall.
We are in the by the end of the year, and holidays means happiness. We try to make connection with people, bring a little bit like a joy, happiness, good energy to the different classes and master community as a whole, and share that positive energy with the community.
On December 7th, the girls' varsity basketball team had a game right here in the Fonseca Center gym against the Rye Country Day School. TBN's Jessie Shu highlights one of the players' best moments in the game. It's junior Dakota Daniello. Mortis is a short film centering around a mother turned into a zombie. It was produced and directed by Rishi Gandhi, who speaks on the film's personal nature to his life. TVN's Lays has the story.
Mater Mortis is an independently produced film about a mother infected with a virus, rendering her catatonic, except for an unending hunger for red meat, and how the resulting conflict rocks her family. Its director, Rishi Gandhi, is a master's alumni, graduating from the class of 2005. The film premiered at the Yonkers Film Festival in November. Gandhi says the film is personally affecting for him, emulating aspects of his own familial dynamic.
So the background of Mater Mortis comes from, it's very much inspired from my own life, from dealing with my own mother's bipolar disorder, especially in post-9/11 America. Because when I was young and I was still going to master's, my mother got diagnosed with bipolar disorder and a lot of stuff to deal with. And a lot of those struggles of just kind of dealing with her sometimes being medicated a lot, she just came off like a zombie. or sometimes, her illness was such that I was never entirely sure which of my mom I was talking to.
Cy Bedrick, makeup coordinator for Modern Mortis, spoke kindly on the production cycle.
The other artists involved were really kind, generous people. Everyone seemed very committed to the project. They wanted to give it their all and really commit their talented time and resources to it. And you could tell that everyone really cared about the production. So it was a great time, yeah.
More information on Modern Mortis can be found on the film's official website, modernmortis.com. Lays, TBN, The Master's School.
Finally tonight, the middle school shifts to a new style of learning, co-ed classes. The importance of this move has caused many questions to spring up. Maya Branzovich and Giselle Cesaro have the story.
This year at Masters, the middle school has officially switched to co-ed learning, a change in hope to better prepare students for high school. We wanted to see how this learning style has affected student learning and teaching style. 8th grade humanities teacher Stephen Hildreth commented on his experience with co-ed teaching.
I have loved it. I was at first, I also loved the single gender classes, and we used to call them single sex, but I think, as we've evolved in understanding of gender, it's really, I think it's a really great thing. And I think the students are ready for it, the teachers are ready for it, and the process for me, it's been pretty seamless. Boys in co-ed or single sex, single gender, they were fine. It was more to give an opportunity for young girls to really come into their own, find their voices, find their confidence. And I think that worked back then. But as our understanding of gender, as it's improved and increased, and I think the students coming into school now, they're ready, and my classes have been fantastic.
Students who identify as gender fluid or non-binary can now feel more comfortable in an all-gender inclusive environment. This new switch teaches students to break down gender barriers and feel more comfortable talking to one another.
When I was hearing about how it would be switched, I was expecting it to be, pretty significant, and I was nervous, I was thinking about it, but ever since it actually happened, it's been pretty seamless. Well, the best thing I can think of is you get to hear more opinions from people with different perspectives, and that can really, help you gather your thoughts and to make different points about, things we're talking about in class.
Socially it's different, but academically not that much. Everybody is a lot closer. Years past, not everybody would talk because we wouldn't have classes together, but this year a lot of the groups are different because everyone actually talks to each other.
The process has been very smooth. Teachers have only given positive feedback when it comes to teaching. This has been Giselle Sestaro and Maya Branzovich for TBN at the Master's School.
And that's all we have time for here today on Tower Broadcast News. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to subscribe to Tower Broadcast News on YouTube and follow @MastersTower on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Carol Kairaz, and from the TBN team and all of us here at Tower, have a great night and a happy holidays.